My name is Suzanne Burney and I'm a mechanical engineer with Doosan. I joined Doosan apprenticeship scheme in 2011 at the age of 17 straight from school. We then went through 3 years of college to do an HNC, an HND and an SVQ level 2. And although I wasn't quite academic at school, I performed really well while I was at college. So much so that I won a few awards, including Scotland's Modern Apprentice of the Year for 2014, and that was with Skills Development Scotland. So my employer, Doosan and the Institute of Mechanical Engineers then supported me through an honours degree in Mechanical Electronic Systems Engineering at Glasgow Caledonian University. Whilst completing that on a part-time basis, I was still working in my full-time role as a draftsperson and an engineer. And I've worked on some major projects across the world, including in places like Hong Kong and more recently Malaysia as well. I've also carried out a 3-year stint in manufacturing, doing project engineering there. So it's really good to see the kind of full cycle of how the drawings are done, how the engineering's done, and then how the product really comes to life at the end. I've currently just came off my latest placement, which was a 3-month placement on a construction site as a project area lead, which was my first supervision role. So that was probably the most daunting and most challenging experience that I've had yet, but I'm really pleased that it went really well, and it's something that hopefully I can do more of in the future. I'm also currently doing a master's degree on a part-time basis, so I've got a year left to go of that. But all of these things have really helped my career progression, and I'm now 26 years old with 9 years experience at Doosan and the qualifications that I need to really set me up for later on in life.
Hi there, my name is Ewan McLean and I am a technician at Doosan Babcock. I work in integrity engineering, which looks at power stations, petrochemical plants, amongst other things like nuclear stations, inspection and kind of long-term strategy to keep plants running for a long time. In my typical day-to-day role, I coordinate inspections on site, so I work with teams of people of different disciplines to work through big inspection scopes that keeps plants safe and running. One particularly big project that I work on supplies a major nuclear site, so that's 3 steam boilers on that site that power a whole nuclear site. I got into this role with Doosan Babcock straight from school. I finished school in 6th year and went straight into a technical apprenticeship with Doosan Babcock. That was a very rewarding 3-year programme that I was on. The first year of which I spent at Glasgow College full time, taking on both academic studies and vocational coursework going along. I chose this over university based on grades, but also you get the opportunity to make money whilst you're studying as well, which is always good. In terms of skills and qualities, you've really got to have a passion for knowledge and knowing how to learn. The ability to take on responsibility and lead through it quite naturally. These things will really help you as you move along in your career, and can also take you on to get some really good recognition from institutes and the like. I'd recently just been awarded the Institute of Mechanical Engineers Engineering Technician of the Year. So that really just comes down from your skills and your ability to apply yourself.
Hi there, my name's Emma Crombie and I'm an engineer here at Doosan Babcock. I've been working here for just over 12 years now and I've worked on so many different projects. Recently I've been working on the new nuclear plant that's getting built called Hinkley Point C. It's getting built down in Somerset, England, and it's the first nuclear power plant to be built in the UK in over 20 years. Hinkley Point C will provide low carbon emission electricity for around 6 million homes and will help create thousands of jobs and apprenticeships, not just in engineering and construction. Generating nuclear power will also reduce the UK's carbon emissions, which is obviously really important at the moment. While working on Hinckley, I was working on the constructability of the power plant. This means my job was basically to think, how are we going to build this? I also got to do a lot of travelling. I was down at site quite a lot, and I was over in France where our design office was. Due to my experience on other projects, I was able to help the designers design for construction. This basically means that when you're designing something, you're also thinking about, how is this going to get built? How are you going to install it to make it as straightforward as possible? I started my career back in 2008 as a design apprentice, and I've moved through various roles and responsibilities to become an engineer. I also have been at college and university part-time to help further my career. My next steps would be to work towards senior engineer, but this doesn't mean that I need to stick to this path. There are so many different options within engineering, you need to decide what is right for you.